Hi, in Chapter 3 we're going to be eliminating possibilities. So the key to doing this problem solving strategy is to make sure that you organize your stuff appropriately. So you can organize it in a list, you can organize it in a table, however you want to organize it. Then once you organize every single possibility for your solution, you need to eliminate the ones that cannot exist. So you're going to generate your possibilities, eliminate possibilities by finding contradictions, list the remaining possibilities, check them against your evidence, and keep in mind there may be more than one solution. That can happen. And then think about the possibilities you might have missed. All right, so let's look at a first example. Yolanda, Calvin, and Selena had breakfast together. Each chose a different item, a breakfast taco, cereal with milk, and a bowl of fruit. Use the information to match each person with his or her breakfast. All right, so you can see that I already set up a table, so that's how I'm going to organize my information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to eliminate possibilities here. All right, my L is there, it comes. All right, so first of all, here's the information they give us. The part A says, Yolanda sat next to the person who ate the breakfast taco. So right away, we know that Yolanda cannot have the breakfast taco. Calvin does not like spicy food. So if Calvin doesn't like spicy foods, and he's allergic to dairy products. Okay, so first of all, he doesn't like spicy foods, so he doesn't like a taco, because tacos can be spicy. He's allergic to dairy products, so he can't have cereal with milk. Okay, so that's telling me that he has to have the fruit. So if Calvin has the fruit, then Yolanda doesn't have the fruit, and Selena doesn't have the fruit. So that means Yolanda has the cereal with milk, and Selena, she can't have the cereal with milk, so she must have the taco. And so then what you're going to do with your write-up is you're going to say, since Yolanda sat next to the person with the breakfast taco, she can't eat the breakfast taco. Okay, and then we go on with our next sentence. Since Calvin doesn't like spicy food, he is not or doesn't have the taco. Since he is allergic to milk, he doesn't have cereal. So Calvin has the fruit, leaving Yolanda with the cereal, and Selena with the taco. Done. Okay, so that's just a little write-up. I kind of wanted to show you how to do that. You tell me what they can't be, tell me what they can be. Okay, let's look at a different type of problem. Here's the square root problem. This is kind of a tricky problem because of the nature of a square root. And so we're saying, hey, the square root of 9,216 is an integer. That means it's some whole number, no decimals. Without a calculator, that's the key to this type of problem. You could check your work with the calculator. I can't stop you from that. But I want to see your work without a calculator. Determine what the integer is by eliminating possibilities. Okay, so remember that when you have a square root, you're saying, hey, some number. So I have the square root of 9,216. That's equal to basically some number times itself is equal to 9,216. And so basically what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try to find an interval. So I'm going to write down what I'm going to do first. I'm going to find an interval to deal with. And this is kind of a guessing and checking type thing, but here's what I know. I know that 90 times 90 is equal to, so 9 times 9 is 81. So I know it's equal to 8,100, which is less than 9,216, which is good. I also know that 100 times 100 is equal to 10,000. Okay, so 10,000 is bigger than 9,216. So my interval is basically between 90 and 100. So I found my interval. So then my second step that I'm going to do is I'm just going to eliminate some possibilities. Eliminate possibilities in the interval. So I'm going to write down all the numbers it could be. It could be 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, or 99. Those are my possibilities. Okay. Now I know you could take a calculator and you could take 91 times 91, 92 times 92 to see if you get 9,216. But there's something I do want you to know. Since that last digit is a 6, then basically there's a little trick. Since the last digit is a 6, then the last digit of my numbers that I'm multiplying together must also end in a 6. So I'm going to write that down. Since 9,216 ends in a 6, then the product of the last digits must be 6. Okay, so that's going to help me eliminate possibilities. So I'm going to look at the 91. 1 times 1 is 1, so that doesn't work. 2 times 2 is 4, that doesn't work. 3 times 3 is 9, so that doesn't work. So I'm going to write that down. Goes 1, so that's a no. And 2 times 2 is 4. So that's a no. 3 times 3 is 9, so that's a no. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. 4 times 4 is 16, so I'm going to circle that possibility. 5 times 5 is 25, that does not end in a 6. 6 times 6 is 36, so that ends in a 6. 7 times 7 is 49, that does not end in a 6. 8 times 8 is 64, that does not end in a 6. And 9 times 9 is 81, that does not end in a 6. So we are left with with 94 and 96. So now since we have those two possibilities, now we can simply just multiply them together. So we're going to try them out. Try 94 and 96. So 94 times 94. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 1 is 37. 0. 9 times 4 is 36. Carry a 3. 9 times 9 is 81, plus 3 is 84. So I add, this is a 13, carry the 1, it's an 8, and that's an 8. Okay, so 94 times 94 is 8,836. That's no. So now we're going to try 96 times 96. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 9 is 54, plus 3 is 57. Carry 0. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 9 is 81, plus 5 is 86. And when I add those together, I get to 6, 11, carry the 1, 12, I get 9,216. And 9,216 is the answer. So the square root of 9,216 is equal to 96.